and welcome to the WHYcast, episode 24, which is 42 backwards. I'm Nancy.
I'm Matt.
And we are the hosts of the only podcast about a hacker camp in the universe. This volunteer-run event will take place this year in the Netherlands, approximately 42 kilometers north of Amsterdam from August 8 to 12, 2025. So, Matt, what are we talking about today?
Well, we have news, we have where to hack, we have a cool interview, we have the vacancy of the week, and we have a listener question. But first, the news. Because, not that long ago, we had a little contest who could guess when we were at the halfway point. Then we had to scramble to make a social media post about 2/3 of the tickets being sold. And now there is less than 1,000 available.
My goodness, that's crazy, right? We're in the 3 digits. Yay!
Yeah.
Left, that is, not sold.
No.
Left.
Yeah. We are getting
very
close.
Interesting. Yeah.
And there was a huge bump at the end of February because the ticket prices are up a little bit now, and we could definitely see when people got paid their payday and quickly bought tickets, which is cool.
So it's also maybe interesting to mention that I spoke to some people who might have a little bit of a hard time to pay the full price, and we have solutions for that. So if you're listening to this, if you are in the cybersecurity, making the big bucks, please do consider buying a generous nerd ticket, so you pay a little bit extra. Or if your boss is paying for you, please do consider a corporate ticket, which is a bit more expensive. It's $5.12 because we love numbers. But by that, you help out other lower on funds nerds. For instance, a single mother with a kid who also really would love to come, but doesn't have the means to make it happen. So if you have extra money, please pay more. If you are a bit short on money, please reach out to friends. You can find it on the ticket website. If you send an email to friends@WHY2025.org, there are people there who will help you out. So I know how hard it can be if you have money problems, but we really don't want people not to come because of that. So if you truly want to come to this event and need help with that, please do reach out to friends. So even though the ticket price went up, if you can pay it, please do pay it so we can make it affordable for everybody. So I really want to mention that once again.
Lovely to include everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
But goodness gracious, less than 1,000 tickets left, and it's only March.
It's wild. It's wild. Yes.
I hope we sell out by my birthday.
Oh. There's a dot on the horizon. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we have to find out before our crazy, cool, nice, awesome event is happening, where we can hack. Each week, we will share where you can find why-minded people, where to hack. So, where can we hack?
At the end of the month, like every year, on the last Saturday of March, it is the International Open Hackerspaces Day. A lot of hackerspaces in the Netherlands open their doors, and in the rest of Europe as well. Some have a full weekend planned, some only on Saturday. There are possibly a couple of spaces that only open on Sunday because that's their regular opening day. So please get in touch to your local hackerspace and see what they have planned. But do visit a hackerspace. It's not scary. It's fun.
And especially on that day or that weekend, it's like 29th and 30th, I think.
Yep.
And we will also make a post one of these days on our social channels on where the visitors of which hackerspaces they belong to, so we can make some noise for the hackerspaces as well, because I have some very close contacts with Team Info, so let's make that happen.
Who would that be?
But yeah, let's make some extra noise around the hackerspaces all over Europe, because I think that's the breeding ground, the breeding ground of new hackers, new friendly faces, friends.
And
Cool.
you discovered yourself how friendly hackerspaces are, even if you're in a
In
completely
Valencia.
different country. In Valencia, you go there and you say, "Hi, I want to visit." I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so that was great fun. So if you are in Valencia, go there. I mean,
Definitely.
yeah, I also
Yeah.
have contacts there now, but you can contact them yourself as well, or just go there.
Yeah. For the
Cool.
Dutch hackerspaces, you can always visit hackerspaces.nl.
Mm-hmm.
That gives a nice overview of the hackerspaces available here, and there are probably some other initiatives where hackerspaces gather and share their information.
Awesome. And I think also maybe some of the hackerspaces also have something around, well, cybersecurity games like Capture the Flag or something.
Oh, capture the flag. Is this a link to the next item on our
It
little list?
is. It
Yes,
is.
because you had an interview with Thijs.
Absolutely. And you already had a lot of blog posts delivered by Thijs to Team Info to prepare for the, well, it's like a little teaser CTF that is coming our way
Yeah,
before the Open Hackerspaces event. So it's from the top of my head,
21st
21st.
it starts. Yeah, and then it's just a weekend of CTF fun. Also a great way to learn what a CTF actually is and how it works, and it'll be just all online. Just as warming up, the actual CTF on the event is obviously also in person and stuff and fun. But I
And there will
think
be prizes.
there will be prizes. I think Thijs can tell you a lot more about this.
Yeah.
So you had an interview,
Mhm.
and I think we'll go look at the interview first, and then we'll share the links again, and also obviously in the show notes down below.
So here today with me is Thijs. Thijs, hey, can you please tell me a little bit about who you are and what you are doing for Why?
I'm Thijs. I'm the team lead of the CTF team. We organize Capture the Flag. And what is Capture the Flag? Well, you capture flags. And how do you capture flags? You solve challenges. And the challenges are challenges we made. And there are different categories, which could be network challenges, could be web challenges, could be reverse engineering, forensics, all kind of different challenges. You go to our scoreboard, you click on a challenge, you get a challenge, you solve it, you score a flag, you put the flag in the scoreboard, and you get points. And basically that's what you do for the full event, and you try to get a nice score out of it. Play together with others, and you play on site in our CTF tent. So we got a big tent on the field, and you can join there, sit together with other like-minded people, and we are focusing both on experienced people, but
Mhm.
definitely also on beginners. So if you have never played the CTF, join our tent. We'll make sure you get up to speed. We'll help you. We've got a lot of nice beginner challenges. We did this before. We did it at MCH. We did it at SHA. We did it at OHM. So we've been doing this for many years, and we
Over
changed
a
the focus.
decade.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
changed the focus a bit in the past events to mostly focus on the on-site people. So not the experienced CTF players, although it's even fun for them. There are a lot of challenges also for experienced players, but we have a lot of challenges for beginners and on-site challenges. We got some lockpicking challenges, we got some
Ooh.
hardware challenges, and we're even looking at using the badge for some of the challenges.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
So basically, that's who I am and what I do.
So it's a big puzzle game. And
It is. Yeah.
maybe from your recollection, do you have a description of one of the puzzles you did at MCH, for instance, or one of the former events?
Like I said, lock-picking. So we had multiple locks, and you have to pick the lock to get the flag out of it. So the locks are in some kind of enclosure, and the flag is, you cannot reach the flag until you pick the lock. Another on-site challenge, for example, is sniff something out of the air. You get some pieces of hardware from us and an antenna, and build something to sniff something out of the air. Read RFID tags, read encrypted RFID tags. And we also scale up. So the first challenges are easier, and then some challenges get harder and harder. And you learn along the way. One of the reasons to play CTF is to learn. And we like to be creative, find new stuff, also stuff we think is fun to learn. And we create challenges out of that. But it can also be just like a network dump. You have to look through the network dump and see what you can find.
And how did you get into this? What was your first experience, or what happened?
So I don't know what my first experience is. That's over 15 years ago. But that was on individual basis. But then there are CTF, some CTF teams formed. And one of the teams in the Netherlands that formed was the Eindbazen. And they asked me to join them. And that was around 2010, I think, 2011. And we played with that team for a couple of years. 2012, 2013 were our biggest years. We played finals in Russia, in Korea. We even won some of the big CTFs. So that's my past. But CTFing full time takes a lot of time. So the past years, I've been laying low. So I still sometimes play with another team, Spotless, but it's on occasion. Or some of the on-site CTFs I play with some others.
Was that also the gateway to become a CTF maker? Because that's a different ball game, right? I think puzzle solving or puzzle creating, these are two very separate things. So can you tell a little bit about that?
Yeah, so one of the first big CTFs we organized was OHM. So that's 2013, which was in the time we played a lot of CTFs. Yeah, and after playing a lot of CTFs, there always the whole field of CTF players, people pop up with their own CTF, and we were like, we have been playing a lot of other CTFs. Maybe we should create one ourselves as well. And after building one, we found out how much fun it is to create something and people solving it. At the same time, we also learned it's a lot of work. It's an insane amount of work. Also because we put the bar very high. We want everything to work perfectly. Everything needs to be tested. Everything needs to be clear what you have to do. We don't want to have any broken challenges. Everything needs to be solved at least once.
From my perspective, it's almost like sort of if you would explain it to someone who had never heard of it, it's like an escape room on steroids, right? It's where do you get your inspiration apart from other CTFs that you play yourself? Are there other things that you take your inspiration from?
Basically from anything, and that comes from I'm a puzzle maker, so I also build escape rooms. And once I started building escape rooms, I can barely look at something without thinking, how can I make a puzzle out of this? And of course, there also is the hacker mindset. How can I hack something?
Yep.
So I got a really long list of possible CTF challenges I want to make one day. And for the same with escape room challenges, escape room puzzles. I these days a little less, but I've done a lot of thrift shopping. And if I walk around the thrift store, I'm like, yes, that's going to be a puzzle. And
that's a treasure trove, right? Yes, I recognize that from my line of business as well. It's just it's never off.
So in my office downstairs, we have a whole area where there's like puzzles which are partly made or is going to be made in the future. And like I said, I built escape rooms as well. And that also learned me how people interact with puzzles more. And sometimes you have a great idea, but not everything works. And one of the things you also have to keep in mind, it needs to survive. So if people can break it, they will break it.
Yep,
And
I
with
recognize that.
CTFers is if they can cheat, CTFers will cheat.
Yeah,
And
that's
we also have
with
to keep in
any
mind that as
game.
well. Yeah. So
And what
basically,
was the most elegant cheat you have come across?
ooh, most of the cheat. Well, one of the cheats. Some of the on-site CTFs, you have to solve some puzzles as well. So they have like brain puzzles or lockpick puzzles. And what sometimes helps if you walk around and quickly glance on what you might have to do later, and then quickly look up if you can find some background information on that as well. So you don't start out of the blue when having to. And if you do that sneaky enough, then that's okay.
That's like, yeah, it's like coloring outside the lines a little bit.
Yeah. And
Okay.
one of the things I did not like of people's cheating is last time we had lockpick enclosures, and one person jammed a knife in there and twisted
Ah,
it apart to get a flag out of it. Yeah, and then it breaks. So
don't break stuff.
that's far out of the lines.
Yeah, I can imagine that. That's not fun. That's yeah. Don't be
Yeah,
basically. I
exactly.
have to bleep that out probably again. Okay.
It's the same with escape rooms.
Yeah.
In the start, when I was building entertainment escape rooms, we had a whole long list of rules. But basically, it comes down to just behave. You know what you're doing and what you should not be doing.
Don't
If
break
you have
stuff.
to force something, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah. Very cool. Are there any other things that you want to share, or maybe why people should come to the event and especially to the CFT tent, of course?
Of course, the whole event is fun.
Haha.
And I think the CTF we organize gives people the option to play CTF without having any experience.
Mm-hmm.
So they can figure out if it's something for them, if they
That's
like doing
great.
that. And what we have seen in the past, most people who join our tent, who start playing the CTF, they are hooked. And we actually have to kick them out at the end of the day. And in the morning, the people are lining up before we open the tent to continue. And that's what makes it fun for us. If people are enthusiastic, then we are that as well. So even if you have no experience, even if you don't know what a CTF is, then we can still make sure to have
Just
fun.
come to the tent and you will help them out. And from what I also understood is that you are providing with the team a teaser up front. So maybe you can tell a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we have a teaser CTF round, and the teaser round is basically a really short, small CTF with only a couple of challenges, which gives an idea of about the kind of challenges we provide.
Mm-hmm.
The teaser round is also a bit of promotion, of course, to make sure people know we have the CTF at the event. And the teaser
Yep.
round is the 21st of March till the 23rd of March. It
Okay.
will only have a handful of challenges. Some of them also suitable for beginners. And a little bit of a teaser for the teaser round. We have a flyer generator in the teaser round. So you can
Ooh.
generate your own Y flyers. And of course, you can also hack it.
Haha. Team promo is happy. Yay. Very cool. And also maybe if people are listening to this and joining in on the teaser, the 21st till the 23rd of March, and you have recorded some of it, maybe you can share it with the WHYcast as well, so we can have some real life action of the teaser CTF.
Yeah, that would be cool. And I will probably cut back and talk about the results of the teaser.
Yes,
Because somebody
please
is
do.
going to win. We
Yes,
hope.
let's have the winners on the show.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Awesome. Is there anything else you would love to add, tell, or share?
We already discussed so many things in a short
Uh-huh.
time. So one of the other things we will do on site is the secret token challenge. I'm only gonna tease that now because I will coming back to the podcast to talk about that more. But the Secret
Awesome.
Token Challenge is even more of a game on the field, more escapey game like, and we've done that before on MCH as well, and that's also fun even for children.
So that's also interesting for the family zone.
Yeah.
Well, we know that at least 200 children younger than 16 will be showing up because of the ticket sales. So there will be a lot of children there. So great to hear that we have some gateway puzzles for them as well. That's awesome.
Cool. Yeah, and I will return for that to discuss that further.
Yes, please do. Well, Thijs, thank you so much for your time and all the energy you are putting in building and creating an amazing experience for Y visitors. It's really awesome to see someone's passion, and I'm very happy that you were here to tell us about it.
Thank you, and I just wanted to add to that. Of course, I'm the team lead, so the face of the CTF team. But of course, there's a team behind me as well, working very hard to build this.
Shout out to the team.
Definitely could not do this without them. So I'm really happy with the team I have.
Very cool. How big is the team?
5.
5 people.
5 plus, yeah.
Awesome. Thanks to all of you. Okay. Thank you.
So if you want to participate in the CTF, go to ctf.why2025.org. And we also will link the YouTube video from Sha, where Thijs did his talk.
On escape rooms.
On escape rooms, yes.
So that's also cool. He told me that as well. And he also he wanted to come back in the WHYcast, maybe with the winners.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
If they
Sure.
are not too shy. But
well, we can at least have them, at least have Thijs explain who the winners were, what happened, what they did. But it would be great to have the winners on the show as well.
Yeah, so stay tuned for part 2 after the teaser CTF. Let's talk about not just a vacancy.
The vacancy.
The vacancy.
Of the year.
Pum, 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 pum.
Yeah, because this is starting to get predictable. I think. Most people who have been following us for at least a few episodes now know which vacancy is coming up now.
You can skip, or finally find someone for it.
Exactly. Just if you think I'm sick and tired of hearing about this team lead parking, and it should be someone who is actually Dutch because that's easy with permits. Maybe this is the time you just pick up the Jitsi and join next week Wednesday the Orga meet and say, okay, I will be team lead parking. Tell me what to do. And then we'll hook you up with Konmai, and she will tell you everything that needs to be done. Most stuff, I think, is already pretty much arranged. So, yeah.
It is. Good of you to mention, by the way, that the next online Orga meet is coming Wednesday, the 12th of March. And it will probably be in the new Jitsi server as well. So we have our own WHY2025. Hopefully, I think so.
Instead of borrowing it from one of our favorite hackerspaces.
Right.
I mean, again, hackerspaces, they help. And they are sociable and fun.
We love hackerspaces. And also, if you want to check the fields, the 5th of April, we will be having the field day. More about that later.
Yeah.
So I'm doing some news at the end, breaking our whole system of doing that at the beginning, which is fine. This is fine.
Oh, well, is it? It probably is. Yeah. So we're going to the site on April 5th. Who also will be going to the site, and this hooks into our listener question. Is a team shuttles?
Shuttle buses.
Yeah.
Woop woop.
There will be a shuttle service to the terrain from the station in Alkmaar, the train and bus station in Alkmaar, and back again. There is not a actual fixed timetable, but there are steady trips on Friday, on day 1 of the event, and on Tuesday, day 5, or the last day of the event, during the day and part of the evening. Other than that, there is just on demand, and that is during the day and a bit into the evening as well. And they'll have a phone that you can call, and then an on-demand run will be done by a volunteer.
Yeah.
Also,
And you
it's
can be
not
a volunteer
really
as well.
safe. Yeah, absolutely. I think there will be a bunch of angel shifts for driving the shuttle.
Yep.
So if that is something you want to do, you have a driver's license and stuff. Angel shifts, really cool.
It's also a very cool way to meet new people, right? If you are helping them getting from the train station to the terrain. So very low key, low level, easy way to connect with people you haven't met before. So
Yeah, and it beats walking. If you want to try to walk from the station to the terrain, you will encounter some tricky places where there's only a small cycle path and not really that safe. So just use the shuttles, please.
yes.
Yep.
And we also received a question from Pink, whom I met at FOSDEM, and who
Yes.
sent in one of our earliest question emails with loads of questions, and now it's only one. She's wondering what's going on with the badge. From what I've heard, they have a very big team now. There most definitely will be a badge, and also when they're a bit further with the whole design and stuff, I will ask them to come and tell about it in the show.
Cool. Well,
So,
with that,
if you have any questions about why, please let us know. Maybe you want to know more about sponsor packages, or you want to know more about, I don't know, CFP, because we need more CFPs, but you have a question about that. Please let us know. Send us an email at WHYcast at WHY2025.org, or leave a comment on YouTube or in the other channels, and we'll get back on that.
Yes. And if you think this episode was fun or we missed something, you can always put a comment down below if you're watching this on YouTube. Click the like and the share and the subscribe buttons all over the socials.
Kalfje. We have a fan.
Yeah,
Kalfje. Shout out.
Yes.
Thank you.
And with that, we're done for episode 24.
Almost half a year, Odd. It's amazing. And we will see all of you again next Friday.
Because that's another WHYday.